I'm Jason.
And tell me about everything. No, just tell me about your gender identity first.
Gender identity? I don't know, what time is it? I identify, I'm genderqueer, or gender fluid. How to explain my gender identity?
Well,
I personally identify as nervous right now. But yeah, no, I'm genderqueer. Gender's something that I've always kind of, ever since I was really little, is something I've always kind of both played with and also just really not understood.
Yeah.
As far as rules around it. I remember when as a very small child, I guess I was probably 7 or 8, my younger sister had a chest full of like dress-up stuff, and my mom still loves to tell the story about how basically my favorite toys were the pink slip, the pink feather boa, and pink pearls that I pretty much donned everywhere in the house for a long time.
And she's fond of telling that, so she must be like very like content with your gender.
Oh yeah,
fluidity.
totally.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got really lucky as far as that stuff goes. Like my family's really supportive of her, like, and understanding of like gender stuff, trans stuff, queer stuff. Like, you know. So yeah. So, but yeah, ever since I was little, it was always kind of I never quite got how to act like, you know, the gender I was apparently supposed to be, and which could be definitely cause interesting situations sometimes. But yeah.
Well, what do you mean that you don't feel like the gender that you were supposed to mean?
Well, you know, I mean, there's these ideas and these sort of prescribed ways that you're supposed to act, you know, because I am, you know, a person with a penis and, you know, look like one, and so, you know, there's certain, you know, just like socially, in social interactions, you know, things you're, you know, generally supposed to do, not supposed to do, things like that, and I always had trouble figuring it out.
What you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, and also, like, even when I could see it, it always just felt kind of strange and arbitrary to me, and so it wasn't so much that I didn't get it, it was just that I couldn't fake it very well. But yeah.
So do you have discomfort with your body as it is right now?
No, I'm really into my body. I really like my body a lot. I definitely fantasize about changing it, but not out of dislike or out of like discomfort with what I have now, but just more for the fun of experiencing different things. I definitely feel like there are times when there's occasionally a lack of congruence between like how I'm feeling gender-wise in a moment and what my body is doing. But at this point, there was a while where it would cause some dysphoria, but not anymore. Like I've kind of, I guess, just figured out how to work with it and make it just be hot and fun. And,
do you want to talk at all about being like a trans activist?
Sure. Where to start with that? I'm not. I mean, I'm not really super active, but I'm an organizer for the Trans March. This is actually this last year was the first time I've ever done that. And I don't know, I guess the other ways it sort of manifests is just talking about it with random people sometimes, and just being sort of out about it. And in my general presentation, it's, you know, unlike a lot of other people, when you just look at me, it's not like, oh, obviously there's something going on here, so I have to kind of like show it off, like, you know, wearing a t-shirt that has a little like genderqueer symbol that says question gender in real big letters on the back. And at work and other places I get people asking me all the time what that means, and I guess in a way, that's sort of, I mean, you know, just trying to do that kind of education of just like talking about like, hey, they're, you know, not necessarily saying this is what is, but more like saying, hey, question it and, you know, try to figure it out on your own. And I feel like that can, you know, potentially be really helpful to just get people in a place where they can, I guess, better, not necessarily understand, but be okay with not getting it, maybe, you know? Having something being confusing to them not be a problem, and still being able to respect other people's presentations and, you know, ways of being and etc. Without, you know, flipping out about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.